If you guys don't know, that is our theme song.
Oh, yeah, for sure. So, I'll just fade it out. And you can just say, and we're back. And then I'll get there.
And we are back once again.
As I try to fucking join you from across the room.
Garrett's going to crawl over here. Close the door real quick, Garrett. Here we go.
We got steps to this shit, man.
Here we go.
There's steps. I'm here. They doubted me. I'm here. What's up?
We had to fire our tech guy, our audio tech guy, because we had to fire, what's his name again?
Charles.
Sorry, Charles.
Charles, our intern, just decided to bail on us. No, but this is the Endgame Show. If you are just now watching us for the first time, this is the Endgame Show, weekly video game show where we recap the news, what we've been playing. My name is Garrett. This is Alex. We are on the Console Rotation Podcast Network. You can go find us on iTunes and all other podcast services. Console Rotation Podcast Network. Fuck, I'm out of breath.
Before you guys do anything, if you guys fuck with the video games, if you guys fuck with us, please hit that subscribe button on youtube.com/endgames. I don't know what.
bit.ly/ANDGAMESYT.
If you watch this on YouTube, after we upload it, hit that sub button.
Clearly our links suck.
And then on Twitch, we appreciate a follow. We're up live every Wednesday and Thursday sometimes. Talking about the video game news and video games and
all the good shit in the world.
Video games.
Video games.
What's up, Gary? How you been?
I'm doing good. But another way that people could maybe keep up with the video games that we talk about is to maybe play some video games. And a good way to play video games, because they do get expensive, is GameFly. And this show is brought to you by Gamefly.com. Gameflyoffer.com/andgames. That'll give you 1 free month trial of GameFly, which is, what is GameFly, Alex? That is where you are allowed a Netflix-type service, right, of video games?
Yes,
so
sir.
There's no going to the store. There's no paying $60 and just having the drag of maybe committing to a game. You know that feeling where you pay $60 and you hate the game?
Yes.
That's completely gone with GameFly. Now you can go over to gameflyoffer.com/andgames and then ANDGAMES. Get free 30 days, try out some video games, maybe go buy them after, or just continue the trial after that. But no strings attached. Go ahead and try it out. It supports our show. It helps us keep these lights on because they make me sweat. And, we appreciate y'all.
Garrett.
Rusty on the ads, man. We haven't done an ad read since, episode 27?
Take a breather. Breathe, relax.
Because we're at the Endgame Show, man.
Yes, we are.
And I know you're excited to start this next.
Yes, dude. Yes. So, so let's get right into the fucking news.
This just happened, honestly.
This happened a
few hours ago.
A few hours ago. Doomfist. If you guys are a big Overwatch fan, I'm a huge Overwatch fan. I've been playing Overwatch every fucking day for the past week and a half.
You fell off, but now you're back on it.
I fell off, and now I'm back on it, and it's fucking. I hate it because it's addicting. And I'm like, shit. Like, I'm in a dark hole. It's like being in a K-hole. Sure. Anyway. I'm in an old hole. Overwatch new character Doomfist is gonna be out pretty fucking soon. He's actually out right now for some. They're in a little what's the word I'm looking for? It's a public test for Doom right now.
Just for him?
Just from Doomfist right now. Well,
so what is that? Are those like the same games, but some people can play as that character to just test out the bugs, make sure how he bounces out with the other characters?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So how do you get onto that list?
Well,
is it random?
They're just like beta testers.
Invite only type shit.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So check your email. Maybe you got one if you're a big Overwatch guy. Doomfist, though. We've been talking about this guy for a while. Do you want to break down the aesthetics? Then tell us why you're excited as an Overwatch player.
Well, as an Overwatch player, he brings a lot of lore to the game. So Doomfist is like the head honcho of like the bad guys, basically. In English for you guys. So he has this big ass gauntlet on his right right hand, and so what he can do. He's an offense character. And what he can do with the gauntlet is that it's like a hand cannon. It's like a ranged weapon. He has like a little shotgun on his knuckles on his left hand. Actually, left hand has like a little shotgun. And then when you and there's a move where you could basically run with your fist and then slam the enemy. Slam the enemy
in the face.
In the face,
Okay.
yeah. And then so it does damage it does more damage if you hit
When you hit him in the face.
if you hit him in the enemy and you hit him against the wall. If you hit him with another enemy, it does more damage to them than it usually does.
So there's like a force that's coming with this fist
Yeah,
and it pushes you back.
Well, yeah, you do that.
So
yeah,
what's the
basically.
difference between this and like the Reinhard charge where it like pins you? Is
Well,
there much difference?
well,
Or
yeah,
is it the same aesthetic?
Well, because you're just hitting them and they fly back.
Got you. So
Reinhardt,
you're not going with them. It's not like he comes with his
No,
fist.
no,
and
no,
goes-
no,
okay.
no. Exactly.
That's where
yeah,
I was
yeah,
like,
yeah,
wait
yeah,
a
yeah.
second.
Yeah. So
gimmicky. Gotcha.
and then also his ultimate is basically a stun. It's like he goes up in the air and like he slams him down his fist, and then it brings the enemies around him, and it shows like it's pretty nice. It shows the area of where like it's gonna get slammed and they get stunned for a little bit and they kind of get pulled in closer to Doomfist. So it's kind of like a Reinhardt ultimate mixed with the Zarya ultimate, which is pretty neat. And you could combo Doomfist's ult with like a Hanzo, a Diva, or something like that, which is pretty cool. So and he has like a little temporary shields that's pretty neat. But yeah, he's gonna be coming pretty soon. No release date yet for Doomfist, but pretty soon. So yeah,
I know that's something that you're super juiced about, so I wanted to give you your place to say. I'm cool with Doomfist coming in, but as someone who maybe wants to jump into Overwatch, is this the last? Like, is the game complete now?
I don't think it is. I didn't say it was this was the last character.
Okay, and there was already a Game of the Year edition of that game.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
that's where it gets confusing because I usually expect the Game of the Year editions to be like the definitive edition.
The last, like the whole thing. I don't think they're done, man.
Yeah,
I think they keep adding like maps and like, and then
They
everything's
should.
free. And everything's free. You don't have to pay for any additional characters and like that, which is kind of cool.
Blizzard's been amazing with this game as
yeah.
far as like how to handle a game in 2017, as far as like not literally charging for a service, but to make the game a service. Like just exactly what we're talking about. Like don't go to GameFly and get Overwatch because you'll never give it back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like GameFly is for like people who want to play like the single player stories, get those out of the way, and if you're not a big multiplayer fan, then you can just switch it out, get a new one. With Overwatch, dude, like I bet GameFly doesn't sell that many copies of Overwatch or just never receives them back because you're just gonna be playing that game forever because like you said, you buy it once and you have an ever evolving platform of games. And like with this whole summer trials thing that they're going on with, or what's the summer DLC, or isn't there something else with it, like another festival of events or whatever?
Like events supposed to come out for the summer, I guess. Like they did last year.
So they didn't roll out together.
No.
Got you.
No, not yet.
Because when I initially heard about Doomfist, it was through this source file that was labeled Summer Event /Doomfist. I was like, damn, that's a dumb title for a file.
The summer event's coming. The summer event is coming. I don't know when it starts. I forgot when it starts, but it's gonna come soon, pretty soon. Oh, hey.
Oh shit! Wow! Oh my god! Yeah, so Nex Machina, that's the game I've been playing. Can I move on to this?
Go
Yeah,
ahead.
that was terrible. Awesome segue, Garrett. Speaking of coughing, Nex Machina made me cough. No, that game is awesome. It's by Housemarque. It's out on PS4 right now. Have you played it at all?
Yeah, I played a little bit.
So it's this basically top-down twin-stick shooter. Each level is kind of in a diorama, and you progressively move on to different dioramas within the whole construct of a level. So it'd be like 1-1, 1-3, 1-2, and then you eventually get to, I think, 15 things per level or 25, and then you kind of face a head boss. There's 5 worlds, and like I said, 15 to 25 levels in each world. There's a lot in here, but it goes by quick. So that's the problem as far as, like, does this game have a lot of longevity? But what's really interesting to me, man, is how hard this fucking game is.
Really?
This game is so hard. So I'm a guy who's like, I hate getting the trophies for, like, on normal mode, and then it gives you easy. And then you're like, fuck, dude, I got to go back and play hard. Like, this blows because, you know what I mean? I gotta go back and get that trophy now, where if I just beat it on hard to begin with, I would have got the normal and the easy trophy with it. You know, that's kind of frustrating unless you love the game. So I always now go too hard. Can't do that in this game. I go to normal, my friend. Can't even do that. I went to fucking easy mode, and I just played through the story. I still died numerous times, man. That's the sad thing, is that, like, this game is no joke as far as, like, challenging the player and expecting the player to, like, they don't think you're dumb. And I like how Housemarque always does that with their games, where whether it's physics-based or just the voxels on the screen, like, there's a level of intelligence to a Housemarque game, and I think that's understated in video games, period, is just the intelligence. Like, I'm not talking about the intelligence like The Witness, where half the people can't beat your game because it's literally puzzle solving, but just smart things where you're like, you don't think I'm stupid playing this game. You actually are challenging me to be a better player, and like that's continuously what they do with Nex Machina. Even though I beat the game, I don't think that this is going to be the end of the run with me. I haven't played it in 2 days now, but I'm itching to get back because it's just so much fun. It's one of those like giggity, like twitchy Resogun style things, but with like a top down in a cool fucking aesthetic with this like would you say it's like neon? Like, because they do, it's like a very chromatic like environments in this game, but then there's these flashes of neon consistently, whether it's the voxels breaking or like the beams coming out of motherfuckers, or there's just certain levels of like colors and hues that like Housemarque always kicks ass with that. So as far as like a quality game that can be put together in a small package for a good price, Housemarque is the top of the line as far as I'm concerned. I'm really excited for Matterfall because every single fucking game they put out has such a high level of polish. Like, there's not really any game-breaking bugs that I've seen in this game, and that's something that doesn't happen nowadays. You know, this game didn't need a patch, and that's why Housemarque is an amazing studio to me. And Nex Machina, go pick it up seriously. Don't wait 2 years for PS Plus to give it to you for free. Like, go spend the $20. It's worth it. I think it's even on sale if you have Plus. I don't quote me on that, but I thought I saw it. Might have been over the weekend. But Nex Machina, Housemarque, 7 out of 10.
7. I thought you would get like a 9 or something like that. And all that shit you were just like getting wet over, and you give it a 7.
I thought it was great, but it was not like mind blowing.
Wow.
I don't think we've ever even given scores to a game on this show. So if I'm gonna put one out there as the first one, and Nex Machina is, I'm not gonna give it a 10 out of 10 because then that's the ceiling for the rest of these shows. People are gonna be like, "Bro, you gave GTA 6 a 9 and you gave Nex Machina a 10." Like, yeah, fuck you. That's the type of games I like. But no, like, I have to be honest with myself. 7 out of 10, awesome. Go pick it up, amazing. But it's not the best game you'll play all year because it's small. You know what I mean? It's short, and do
you think that's why they didn't have a patch? Because it's just such a small game. Like, there's not much to patch. Like, how hard can it be to make a small game?
But they made it hard.
It's hard, and it looks really beautiful. And like to have like a game run that smoothly with so much going on, like
it's impressive.
It's very impressive. You know, it doesn't need a patch because
it also doesn't need 10 levels. Because if I felt like I was gonna be ticking along at this for the next couple weeks, like that would have kind of stressed me out more so, because you would have to keep playing every day to keep your like playing level at, like, because if you don't play this game, you're gonna lose if you jump into the same level that you left off on. So like the game's almost designed for you to play like old school arcades where it's like you have 10 lives, 99 lives if you play on medium, and then easy there's unlimited lives. But like it has a countdown clock, and while 99 lives is pretty much unlimited lives, like I got down to 42. Like when I just quit because it was too hard. Like I was just so I lost from 78 to 42 on one stage of one level.
Fuck.
Like, dude, the game's so hard. Like, there's specific ways you got to do it. You got to capture these. Very methodical. Go fuck around with it. I'm going to give you my login so you can download it.
$20
is worth it.
Okay, well, I'll get Game
Well, you don't have the... Oh, no, because I made it... Oh, yeah. All right,
we'll figure it out. Game share, guys. Save some money.
But yeah, Nex Machina, please go pick it up. I know people are playing it because I see it on Twitter. Please. Just, it's amazing. Like, it's so much fun to do. Even the co-op with my sister was fun. She didn't know what the fuck was going on, but she enjoyed it. Oh. So, and that works too. So, I mean, come on, guys. Katie. Please just go support Housemarque. I love them.
Shout out Katie.
Shout out to my sister Katie.
Another great game. Rocket League.
That's like a 9 out of 10, I would say.
That's like a fucking amazing game. Has another patch and added a few things to it. 1.35 is a new patch update. The biggest addition to it is a new field, Champions Field. It's a new free map. As you know, everything's free on Rocket League, and it's another sports arena environment that fits the general tone of Rocket League. And then more maps are always going to be welcome to the. And then now you could customize the sound of your car's engine as well as the trails your tires leave behind the car, which is interesting. They just keep adding fucking shit.
They're just going so hard. They're like Forza, where it's like, what tire traction do you want on this speedway?
It's crazy, man. It's crazy. And then the most fun is the addition of customizable goal explosions. The explosion from scoring a goal in Rocket League is one of the most singularly satisfying moments in gaming. So being able to change it how it looks is cool.
Definitely.
That's fucking dope, dude, actually.
Definitely.
I didn't even know that.
But the real news is the Rick and Morty DLC.
The Rick and Morty DLC.
Like, if there's ever a partner where, like, stoners can come together, it's Rocket League and Rick and Morty.
So.
It's such a perfect blend. Like, I think they're hitting such a pure market of like just people. Like, there's such good cross-pollination with that. You know, like, sometimes I'm listening to a podcast and it's like a comedy show, and then there's like an ad for a book. And it's like, how many of us are looking to hear dick jokes and also read Barbra Streisand's new book? Like, not very many of us, I don't think. But this whole, like, Rick and Morty ad baked into Rocket League leading into Season 3's premiere is amazing.
Yes.
That's so smart. So go pick it up if you fuck with Rick and Morty. Go fuck with it because you know you fuck with Rocket League. You know what I mean? Like, if you have Rocket League, there's no excuse to not get the Batmobile. There's no excuse not to get the Rick and Mortys of the world. So just something cool.
One of my friends always plays it. Shout out Brian.
That's really how it looks, by the way. Like, that's how Morty looks on the top of your car. Like, it's so good, running, man. Like, it's so perfect.
It's so Rick and Morty.
Your friend Brian plays it a lot still?
My friend Brian.
Because we would play with Brian.
He's playing. Like Ash last night. Like, if he's not playing Overwatch with me, he's just playing Rocket League, and I'm like, dude, like you love that game, and much respect to you for being one of the few people that I mean not a few, but like because we're I don't want to like we're kind of OGs Rocket League. You know, we started playing Rocket League when it first came
literally
out.
That was the most excited thing of my life.
Yeah.
To see that game actually pan out to how excited I was.
And like
about it. When it came free to PlayStation, we just geeked out.
Yeah, and like it's just like and then of course there's different games that we wanted to play. We kind of just stopped playing it, and
I can't play the same game every day.
Yeah, and he's still playing it.
But Rocket League's one of them that I probably could.
Shout out Brian, yeah, man.
Why do you think that game is stuck with so many people? Is it just the idea of cars and how easy it is for like sports and cars? That's something people can understand, and then putting them together is like. I think
just how fun and like how just well balanced the game is. Like it's
anyone can score really.
Anyone can play, and like and the competitive mode on the game just adds like a nice touch to it, because every game has a competitive mode, but like that even makes it even more fun, and that especially for people like me, I'm really competitive, and
he would get so mad.
They just have everything like well thought out, like I think the ability to customize your own vehicle is also cool, like
now they're taking it to the nth degree with it.
It adds such individuality to the game, and it's cool.
Like there was never a moment playing that game where it's like, man, the reason I stopped playing Rocket League is because I couldn't change the engine sound.
Yeah, exactly.
But now that I know that I can do that is insane.
I wonder you could change it to like it's.
I'm probably gonna jump on, to be honest, to just check it out, because one, for the Rick and Morty, I gotta support that, but two, just I want to see what that game's like. I haven't played it in like 3 months now.
What about like a tiger growl?
Rawr. How about the Oh no, that wasn't.
That's a tiger growl.
Oh wait, what? Give me your tiger growl, you piece of shit. What the fuck do you think this is? I think I'd just been practicing that for fucking 4 hours leading. You're like, hey, bro, during the show, I'm going to make a tiger growl pun, and I'm going to set you up for the best tiger growl. And that's what no, dude, I just pulled that out. My bad, dude. My bad. Fucking shit. What's the next story after this?
God damn it. That's fucking funny, dude. That's fucking funny. Real quick, we have a couple news stories. Limbo, Inside Studio co-founder reveals why he left Playdead.
Yeah, this is interesting to me too.
So real quick, he quotes like it's kind of a delicate situation. Playdead co-founder Dino Patti has shed additional light on why he decided to leave Limbo, an inside developer. He announced his departure from Playdead last year, and at the time he made the decision so he could seek new challenges. And then he spoke to Eurogamer earlier. He said there was some kind of fallout. It's kind of delicate. It's also combined with other personal reasons.
It's sad, man.
Yeah, he went on to add, it was just time to do something else. I found a way to do it in a way where I could do whatever I wanted to afterwards. And yeah, so I mean, like he left. Let's see. Ideally, Patty said he would like to announce a launch 3 months before you're truly sure it's going to happen. You don't feel bad about making people excited about it.
Yeah, because he announced his new game, Somerville.
That's right. Yeah. That's Somerville. Yeah.
And the trailer is an awesome tone piece. I think it's one of the coolest, like, little, there's nothing about the plot or anything, and it's very Playdead-like. Like, watching the first cuts and, like, shots of Inside, you didn't know what the fuck was going on. You just knew that it kind of looked like Limbo, So, like, to see these guys split up and watching it, like, it's honestly one of the best. As a selfish person, like, I love Playdead, and there are two guys who are very clearly the people who were responsible for, like, Inside. There's two head people, and now they get to split off and make different games. That could be a world where we get two more Insides in the future. You know what I mean? Like, It's kind of selfish for me to say that, but there is a light side to it where it's like, hey, we're only going to get better games to get more people spreading their knowledge and understanding of how to make a good game. and adding that to other studios is awesome. So I mean, Somerville looks amazing. We won't see it till 2025, but you know. Well, they take their time then too.
Know.
But the real story in here is that like two best friends started a company together, were really successful, but lost their friendship. You know, maybe they weren't best friends, but they had some camaraderie of starting something. You know what I mean? And for it to not pay out and maybe detrimentally, like he's saying, personal reasons. Like I'm sure he lost a friend through that, man, and that's fucking rough for anybody. So, I mean, you know, don't do business with your best homies. But
fucking pussy.
I don't like Alex. That's why he's here.
Fucking pussy. Don't leave. Just
I thought you were gonna just get up.
just
close the laptop. Show's over, bitches.
Real quick, also, Lost Rayman game now playable, but only it's a prototype of the full game.
Yeah.
A prototype for the unreleased Super Nintendo Rayman game is now playable for free. Kotaku reports developer Omar Cornett, oh Jesus, founder of Lizard Cube, successfully uploaded the prototype to Dropbox. However, you'll need an SNES emulator to play it. And you can watch the whole gameplay on YouTube or something like that.
It looks ridiculous.
It looks fucking weird, man.
It looks just like a SNES game that just never lived.
Yeah, look at it. Like it's all like if you guys look it up, Lost Rayman game.
That's all you need to know.
That's all I really
and if
know.
you're a big emulator guy, at least you can fuck around with it and play it. I think it's cool to see old games like this. Now we just heard Star Fox 2 coming to the SNES Classic.
Yeah.
Now we have this Rayman game coming up on the internets for everybody to play. So. Cool.
Okay, so going to some bigger news real quick.
Yep.
I keep saying that real quick. Fuck, it's not real quick. It's might take some time. Xbox One X performance detail native 4K proved difficult for some games.
Okay.
Report. This comes by GameSpot by Michael Hingap. Dude, what's people with weird last names, man? Cornut.
Someone looked at me today because I have a fucked up last name.
Uh-huh.
So I was like spelling it for her, and she's like. Zeng, and like I just say yes to like whatever it is, and then she's like looking at me like she's like her eyes are getting wide like writing this. The minute I said Z that it starts with the Z, everyone loses their fucking shit. They're like, what the fuck? Like, you know what I mean? Everyone's just like, Jesus Christ, you're a rare breed. And I just looked at her and I said, I don't know, I didn't pick it. And she just like looked at me and just busted up, and I was like, that's right, bitch. That's right. That's right.
You told her that. It's right. That's right, bitch.
No. As I was driving away, I said it under my breath. And said, have a great day, man.
Bitch. It's understood that Microsoft's upcoming Xbox One X will be the most powerful gaming console to date, but how well it performs at 4K resolution is still in question. Digital Foundry, which Microsoft collaborated with to reveal the new console specifications, published a detailed report on some early performance benchmarks, and while it doesn't answer all our questions, it gives us a better idea of the console's power. So let's check it out. So they tested the test results do not name the specific games outright, though with the details provided we can say with confidence that what some of them are. Title A, Record. Title B, Forza Motorsport 7. Title C, Gears of War 4. Title G, Halo Wars 2. Title H, Star Wars Battlefront.
Okay.
As for the others, we can only speculate, though the benchmarks indicate how well the Xbox One scales with higher resolutions. So here it goes. So Title A, Open World Adventure, 900p30. It's running on engine Unity, and so it wasn't running native 4K. Title B, Sports Racing, 1080p, 1080 60p, 1080p 60.
So that's like your Forzas and
yeah,
stuff.
Linear Shooter, 1080 30p.
Okay.
Open World Action, 900p 30. Open World Multiplayer, 930. Sports Racing, 1080p 60. Multiplayer Strategy, 1080p 30. First Person Shooter, 720 60. Fuck. Open World Action, 1080 30.
I just don't. It's not that I don't understand this. It's just that, like, why are we making this a big deal when, like, the PS4 Pro is already out? You know what I mean? And we've already, like, established, it runs at 4K. Like, we don't have to ask much more questions. But no, everyone's really grilling the Xbox One X for some reason. Like, this is what it actually is. Unless you're playing sports games and racing games, it's not going to be 1080p 60. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Does that matter to you? Because you're probably...
Yes,
I think this is more geared to you than to me.
Because why are they saying that this is a system that's gonna run true 4K gaming? But when shit like this comes out, it's like, okay, are games ready for are we ready for 4K gaming? As in like the publishers and the developers, like, are they ready to make games in 4K? Because this obviously doesn't show that, like, hey, we're in it. We could do this, but. I mean,
So how powerful do these consoles need to be?
and that's my question. I'm like so what? So what? So is it possible? Are we gonna get a console? I mean, we will get a console where it run really true native 4K, no questions asked.
But how far is this? PlayStation 5 or PlayStation 6 is what we're asking.
I don't know.
Because I could see a world where the PlayStation 5 comes out and it's as good as the Scorpio. I don't know why I can see that. I can just see it where it's not that much better, but it is better. Like, I just don't know how fucking hard. Like, because think about it, dude. If it's twice as good as Scorpio, if that's the marketing that they go for when they announce the PlayStation 5, then that's literally 10 times as powerful as a PlayStation 4. Like, like how fucking far are they going to take it past what they do when it already, like, Horizon looks beautiful. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Like, I've never said that needs to play on my PC so that it runs better.
Yeah.
So it's like, for this shit, it's not really for me. But for you feel like this is something, like, is it just more of, like, stand up for the gamers? Or is it, like, you really just want to play native 4K on a console?
No, I mean, I'm just saying, like, don't advertise a system that's going to, the best running system, all this stuff. But, when the stats come up, it's not looking too hot. Like,
and I thought they were trying to avoid this by going to
Exactly.
Digital Foundry to begin with to announce the specs of it before we even saw what the box looked like or anything. That was back in, what, April?
Yeah, April.
So it's kind of... The fuck, dude? I'm with you on this. Where it's like,
it's just like, if you're gonna make a system that's gonna run, at 4K gaming, but like, at least don't have like shit like this put out, because this looks bad.
This looks terrible.
This looks bad. Like, then people are gonna look at it like me, and I'm gonna be like, well, you say your system's running at 4K gaming, but like, this says otherwise.
X, Y, and X are saying that it doesn't.
Yeah,
Sorry, I just want to look at one thing real quick.
It's like it just doesn't make sense. PS5, I guess, could maybe hopefully run native 4K.
Here it is. So Battlefront, old Battlefront, not new Battlefront.
All Battlefront, first person shooter.
That's the first person shooter. That's
720.
720. That's the thing that
like
really,
what the fuck,
blew my
dude?
mind. Where it's like, wait a second.
First person shooter.
And this is a game that's already out, so it's not going to get better. Like, some of these, they just distinguish saying in development, saying that, like, hey, it could get better. Like, the game technically isn't out yet. That game's 2 years old at this point. And I'm not saying that maybe that's telling, maybe because it's older game that maybe it wasn't ready for this and it didn't see the future. I don't think that's how games work. If you're going to update it for Scorpio compatibility, then it better have real ass Scorpio compatibility.
Yes,
and
exactly.
None of these are having it. Not even their first party games with Gears of War, not even Forza. Forza's the only one that's at 1080-60, which is what I thought PlayStation 3 was capable of, by the way. So I'm wrong, but Last of Us ran at what, 1080p 30 on consoles, and I think it still stayed at 1080p 30 for
PS4.
For PS4,
I think so.
I may be wrong, and they may, but I don't think it went up to 60 frames because you don't need it for that game.
No.
So it just depends case by case. For my racing games, I'm glad that I'm still getting the 60 frames. For the sports games, I'm glad I'm getting the 60 frames. But 30 frames is pretty sad on a next gen console.
This is basically their Xbox 2, and this is it's not showing it. It's like this is. I'm like, okay, well, what's the difference between this and then the Xbox One Slim?
Nada.
Man, I don't know. Man.
Sell your Xbox.
Yeah, I'll give you $80 for it.
Join the clan. I know they're selling for shit right now, man.
It sucks, dude.
It sucks ass. Sucks real butts.
All right,
butts
Microsoft.
are getting sucks.
Oh, boy. Microsoft, get your shit together.
Speaking of butt sucking, Microsoft, get your shit together.
All right,
my bad. I was trying to make a shit joke.
Whoa.
Ha.
Come on now.
Highbrow humor.
All right, so we're going to go through our top 10, top 5, actually. Well, my
we'll go one for one.
Games released so far. We're halfway in the year. Dude, it's fucking July already.
6 months are in the can.
It's July.
The fuck? We're
July.
about to be in 2018. Like, time isn't going to stop, and I'm starting to just understand that it's not going to stop.
Oh, I get depressed.
I do too, man. Dude, like, there was weeks in my, like, that's where we need the CR show to come back so that we can really talk about time, because time is one of the most fucked up things. Like, I get really scared. Like, I start thinking about how old my sister is, and then that really fucks with my head, and then it's like, oh my god, I'm dying. Well, I'll think sometimes where it's like, me and my brother are 9 years apart.
Okay.
So if my brother hits 40, I'm fucking 30. And then it's like, well, my brother's 40, so, like, we're not going to be able to do anything cool anymore. You know what I mean? So it's like, bruh.
Well, my mom just had a baby sister, and she's, she just turned 1, and I'm like, dude, I'm going to be 40 2 when she's 20.
Oh my
1,
God.
21, 22.
Holy shit.
Like, what the fuck, dude? She
Damn.
won't have her first legal beer until I'm fucking 40. Hopefully I'm hopefully I'm alive at 40.
Damn that. All right, you took the cake right there.
Yeah.
That's a fuck. Oh my God, that's a big gap.
Yeah. All right. Who do you want? You want me to go first? You want to go first?
Like just to start with what your game for like this isn't in no order. It's just 10
No
games
order,
that
no
are
order, yeah,
we
no
say
order.
are the top games of 2017 so
Yes.
far. I'll throw one out there. It's one I talked about earlier. Nex Machina.
Wow.
Yeah, I honestly think Nex Machina, as far as the top over the top twin stick shooter, in my opinion, that is one of the games that we should put on the list because there's no other game like it right now thus far. There's plenty of shooters to pick from. There's plenty of open world games to pick from. This is a game where I feel like there's nothing really like it, and if there is, it doesn't do it as well as this game.
Wow.
Yeah, throwing it out there. I'm a bold motherfucker. Call me out, bitches.
I'll call you out,
right.
motherfucker.
Hey, oh, by the way, hashtag Endgame Show on Twitter. Let us know what your top 10s are. If you're on YouTube, let us know in the comment section below. Watching live on Twitch or Twitter, do anything to comment right now to let us know, and we'll read it on show and let you know that you are wrong.
Yeah, on the Twitch chat.
Yeah.
If you guys are on YouTube chat right now,
chat,
you Twitch
whatever.
chat. Let us know which games, your top 5, whatever. I'm going to go with Resident Evil 7.
Okay.
That was a game I was fucking super stoked on, and I picked up on day 1.
I forgot about that. Nice.
Yeah, dude.
Early January.
Yeah, early January.
Late January, but, early in the year to where
Yeah.
January is just this void of just nothing comes out. But Resident Evil 7 started off the year with just like a punch in the jaw.
Dude, yeah, I played the game for like 3 days straight, and I beat it in 3 days. And I was like, dude, this is fucking sick. This is scary as fuck. I can't imagine playing this shit in VR. I'm like, I don't want to play this in VR. I'm like, fuck that. Really challenging game. It really brought back the horror of the Resident Evil roots. And there's also a different ending where there's like 2 different endings in it, so it's kind of cool. Oh, sorry, dude. Spoiler. You gotta fucking play Resident Evil 7. What the fuck are you doing? I sold this guy Resident Evil 7 at fucking work today. I'm like, dude, why have you not played this game yet? Like, this game is fucking sick. You had to wait for a price drop. God damn it.
Was he playing Persona 5?
Fuck.
By the way, we should probably say that we haven't played Nier, Persona 5, or Neo. Just to throw that out there, because those games are great games,
Yes.
but I haven't played them.
Those are honorable mentions.
Yeah.
I'll do that.
We'll throw those 3 as honorables.
Exactly.
If we see another one, we'll
Persona
mention
5, Neo, and what was the other one you said? Nier.
Yeah, Nier. Those were all literally 90 percentile on Metacritic. We know they're great games. It just came out in the Horizon Zero Dawn, Legend of Zelda Void. And I'm not going to play another third-person open-world game.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Go ahead.
Glad I got that out of the way. Horizon Zero Dawn. I'm going for it. I really fucking enjoyed that game. I haven't beat it, but I have a coworker right now. His name's Caleb. Shout out Caleb if he's listening. But Caleb comes to me every fucking day since, I think, 2.5 weeks ago. He, stopped me in the middle of the hallway. He's like, do you know what Horizon is? Or do you know what Horizon is? And I was like, I thought you were talking about a movie or sunglasses or some new beer. And I was like, the game? And he goes, yeah, bro, I'm fucking addicted. He just went off and it was like, I'm at this point where Ross is doing this. And I was like, oh my God, you are a fucking nerd. This is great. Every day he comes in, he walks past my desk to go to his desk. He stops by and just tells me what he's doing. He beat the story. He killed, he's done most of the main choices. He's loving the game. This game is one of the marvelous things of a technical achievement, so much so that we have the man, the myth, the legend, Kojima, literally taking this engine and making Death Stranding on the Horizon Zero Dawn engine. That shows how much Guerrilla Games really worked on a technical level with this game. It's just fucking robot dinosaurs and you get to kill them. The more do you want? That's the most fun gameplay I've had all year, and I'm just throwing it out there. That's one of them.
I mean,
I know you gave it you would have given it a 5 out of 10. You heartless bitch.
I've
Jesus Christ.
Come on, this game isn't anything special. Come on.
I hate you.
Okay, it is special in the fact that the people from Killzone made this game.
Right.
I'll give it that.
Okay.
I'll give it that. Beautiful game. Story was awesome. I just couldn't find myself to finish the story yet. I still need to finish the story, but I mean, like I said, I said it before. This is just same aspects of different games I've already seen before, and I thought this was gonna be something completely different. But yeah, I mean, I'll put it up there real quick. A New Empire says his list is Nier, Persona 5, and Breath of the Wild.
There we go.
And he also gives us the little doll face, with the lines, because he was mad because we haven't played Persona 5 or Nier.
Because we just threw out our honorable mentions are his top games. But that's just goes to show that even though we haven't played them, we know that they're fucking great games, and we just have to mention them, or we would be doing a disservice to people like you, man. So shout out to New Empire on the Twitch chat. You could always follow us on twitch.tv/console rotation. We go live every single Wednesday at 6 p.m. PST with this very show.
what are we on? Number 2? Am I number 2?
Yeah, you're number 2.
MLB The Show 17. Shout out Bobby.
It's
Skipper
the same
Bobs.
game every year. I've seen many aspects of this game in this game.
MLB The Show 17, son. I don't have to say anything else. I play that shit every fucking day. I play that shit every fucking day, son. I will.
The fuck? You were like, you acted like someone stood up in McDonald's was like, yeah, MLB sucks. And you're like, the fuck, son? Like, drunk as fuck at a Jack in the Box at 3 a.m. Like, just beating the shit out of someone's face.
So, MLB 17, the show, not only does it look beautiful, as always, they added so much stuff to, Diamond Dynasties, the online of the
Support is real.
It's crazy how much stuff they're adding, and they keep adding it, and they're adding events where, like, you can only use certain players, certain cards every so often. It's just a phenomenal game. It's actually okay. So it's a phenomenal game, but it's having its ups and downs because it is kind of a broken game. I think everyone can agree on that. There's a lot of bugs still going on. This game released fucking in March. But other than that, it's a beautiful game. I play that shit every single day. Shout out, New Empire says I agree with MLB, obviously. Skipper Bob's, he has such a crazy good team, and he's pretty good, damn good at the game. I need to get a rematch with you soon. I need to whoop your ass like I always do.
Again, the guy at Taco Bell, you're just beating the shit, talking shit across the table, man. That's the same conversation, I'm telling you. At least in my head it is. Gravity Rush 2, that's my pick. That was, as far as taking a game that was on the motherfucking greatest console of all time, the Vita, and taking this small project and looking at the potential of that small project, and not only recognizing that it's not only a good game for the Vita, but it's a good game, period. And then to give them basically an unlimited budget to basically upgrade everything about the fundamental, like, just the dynamics of what Cat and the Cat do with the whole works of Gravity. They just took it to the nth level. Gravity Rush 2, I know that came out late last year, but fuck y'all. No, I think it came out early this year, huh?
January?
Yeah, it got delayed. Yeah, because it was supposed to come out in December, same time as Last Guardian, and they delayed it because we were talking shit, like, why would you put 2 games out in the same week, like, if they are basically Japanese type games right there.
What? Oh, there it is.
Yeah, boy.
I was looking for. I'm like, oh, you mean Hatsumiku Project Diva?
Yes, Alex, I mean that.
All right. Number 3, Outlast 2. If you're a fan of horror games, there's not really much horror games out there besides Resident Evil 7 and Outlast 2. Those unless you own a PC, there's a fucking bunch of horror games on there. But Outlast 2 is a fucking scary game, man. I still haven't finished it, and I do want to do a stream on it because I now have a camera on it. I placed it in camera, so I want to finish the game. I might play some of it tonight because honestly, the only reason why I stopped fucking playing it was because it's pretty fucking scary. That's why I kind of stopped playing it, dude. To be honest, it's fucking scary ass
Alex
game.
just wiped the memories of that game out of his mind, so he doesn't have to think about the nightmares.
It's so fucking scary, man, and like the suspense of it. But it's such a gorgeous game. That game looks so fucking good, and like and the story of it is very, very interesting. It's very culty. It's very ominous. And I need to finish that game ASAP, and I might play it tonight. Twitch.tv/NapGod27. I need to finish that game.
Yeah, boy. My pick, Snake Pass. Played it on the Switch. Awesome. You want more? Because I know you're just gonna hate every minute that I spend on this. Snake Pass, honestly, is just taking the funness of like the days with Banjo-Kazooie, the whole collectathon idea, putting it on the Switch, taking it on the go. There was not much more like therapeutic gaming that I got out of games this year rather than just Snake Pass. Like, I didn't have to think. I just had to go collect some rings and get a couple gems. And like, sometimes that's all you need if you're just chilling out on a couch after work, man. So Snake Pass.
Snake Pass, huh? Jesus.
This next one's gonna be a real game, I promise.
Oh, okay.
I promise.
Please, for the love of God, be a real game. Fucking hell, dude.
It could have been worse. I didn't play that many games this year.
You're right. You're right.
Could have been way worse.
What am I on? Fucking 3 or 4?
You're on 4.
4. Fuck, dude. Sorry, my bad, guys.
No, you're good.
I'm gonna go with Injustice 2.
Honestly, the multiverse in that game is insane,
dude. Injustice 2. It's such a very, very. That's
You don't have to play the game once online.
But between Injustice 2 and Tekken 7, like I see like there's just two very good fighting games that you won't be able to see in a while. They're just very, very, very good fighting games. Injustice 2, everything you can do on Injustice 2 is fucking insane. The environmental kills, the ultras, the supers, all that stuff. Injustice 2, number 4.
Boom. Number 5. We would be fools to leave this off the list. I didn't play it as much as I honestly thought I would, as much as the rest of the world did, but we can't deny the fact that what this game did with the idea of an open world just shattered it. Like, I'm so fatigued with open world games, especially third person.
Yeah.
There's not much more I haven't seen. That was your problem with Horizon. It was an amalgamation of a bunch of shit that we've seen in other games just packaged into a new thing with, like, dinosaurs, you know? And it's like, that's the wow factor. Breath of the Wild, Legend of Zelda. The minute I climbed a wall, and I could just keep climbing this wall, that was fucking all I needed from games. Just to know that we made it to a point where there's no barriers. And, like, you know when you hit that invisible wall in Horizon and it's like, all right, it's not a real world.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Like, never did I feel that with Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild literally lets you chop down a tree, let it roll down the fucking hill, and then let that tree be the... like, make a bridge for you. But that tree could also just fall off depending on the wind current. Like, there's so many different factors of that game where it's like, I can't believe Nintendo made this game, took as long as they did. We shitted on it for as long as we did, and it turned out to be amazing. It's a masterpiece. Simple as that.
10 out of 10, right?
I think so, just for the technical brilliance of it. But, I mean, you know, 10 out of 10 is a rough statement. What's your number 5?
Crash Bandicoot. Insane Trilogy. Had to be.
Yeah.
That's where it all started, man. Naughty Dog, that's where I started from that. Well, they did a game before, but Crash Bandicoot, I don't have to say anything else.
No, you don't, because literally this is going to be the beginning of a new Activision. Like, Activision owns Spyro, Activision owns Crash, and they're going to go back now because people are talking about it in such a positive way. There's no bad shit to say. They added trophies.
They actually, we received less than what the developers on Activision thought we would. So we're actually I think everywhere's like sold out.
Yeah.
Because they didn't expect Crash Bandicoot to sell out so well.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, that's fucking awesome, and then that just speaks to, you know, how
the volume
of it and how big this game is and how popular this game is. Everyone loves Crash, and they did a fucking excellent job. We saw it at PSX. I mean, we're waiting in line, but we
did dip on it, but it was...
We waited on 30 minutes. We didn't move an inch.
We went forward and then watched somebody play it, and it looked amazing, and everything Ruffum has been saying has just been fantastic. And if Ruffum approves of this game, that's how you know they did it right. My brother's playing it right now. He was texting me over the weekend, and he was just like, man, I forgot how hard these games are. And I was like, really hard. Fuck yeah, man. Like, I'm excited to get into it, so I'm going to pick that up probably this weekend on payday. To recap, what do we got? Got Breath of the Wild, Nex Machina, Snake Pass. Fuck you. Horizon Zero Dawn. Oh my god, did I really just forget my last game?
Fuck.
Oh, Gravity Rush 2.
Gravity Rush 2.
Boom. What do you
got? Crash Bandicoot, Injustice 2, Outlast 2, Resident Evil 7, and MLB The Show. I had to put MLB The Show.
Honorable mentions, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
Yes.
Nier, Persona 5. I played Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I just didn't feel like it was fair to put it on there since it was like last year's game.
What about Thumper on the Switch?
Thumper on the Switch is a re-release. If not, it would be Game of the Year every year.
Jesus Christ.
Thumper on the Switch is great. Don't start. Don't. Just let me have this one time. And we are going to cut this show short. Unfortunately, that was our topic of the show, and this is now the end of the show because I'm going to go see some...
What is that? I don't know what that is.
Spider-Man Homecoming. I'm really excited. I'm juiced. We're going to be late. I'm going to be late, and I'm about to get real naked on screen because I'm excited.
You can find me on Twitter, I_M_Jammy13, NapGod27 on twitch.tv/NapGod27. Garrett, real quick, where can I find you?
Well, if 8,000 new releases and classics are available for rent at Gamefly.com, and you could go over to GameflyOffer.com/andgames and get yourself 1 free month, 30 full fucking days. A free trial, get some games, try them out. If you don't like them, if you don't fuck with the service, you can cancel it anytime, but at least you know you supported this show and kept this desk looking fly. You can find me on Twitter.
Orange Kid.
At Yogurt, YOGRRTT. Name another orange company. Exactly. YOGRRTT. That's my Twitter handle. And games on Twitter, ANNDGAMES. It's all below us. And, we're we're coming back with that Spider-Man review this weekend. Look out for that on the After Previews channel. As always, Consultation Podcast Network on all podcast services. We love you. Thank you very much for always supporting us on Twitch, YouTube, whatever the fuck it is. Follow us, subscribe, let us know. We'll still give away that Dragon Ball Xenoverse thing if you could do it by the weekend. Tell them about that, and I'm gonna kill the stream.
So if we hit, we're trying to hit 55 subscribers on YouTube.
I'm not asking for the world.
Just 5-6 more subscribers actually. Hit that sub button. We'll give away Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 on Steam. I'll catch you guys later. Peace. Hit that sub button. I love you.